Hi guys, this is Ashley and I just wanted to go ahead and film this. This is about as clean as my craft area gets. I know that some of you have been asking for a tour since we moved. I did a an organizational tour on how I organize all of my crafty things in a very small space. I've done 2 of those videos and now I have an entire room all to myself. So I wanted to go ahead and show you how I organize this. Now, disclaimer, I am in the middle of a project, so some of my things are out and I'm going to show you those things, and that's okay with me. It's never going to be perfect, and if it's ever perfect, that means I'm not creating, so that's not good. So I'm going to go ahead and flip around and show you, and we're just going to get started. Okay. Okay, so this is as you're walking in. This is the entryway to my house, and then you come on in here, and this is the first room that you come to. I'm going to shut the door because my boys are being really loud. They're searching for figures to play with, and they're really loud. Okay, so in this room, I know a lot of people tell you how expensive everything is, where they ordered furniture, all of that kind of stuff. All right, so these are those trifold doors that you can what are they called? Like room dividers. I just put these back here because I wanted a background to be able to hang things. And so I put them back behind here, and you're going to see another matching one on the other side. I think there's 3 of them total. I could be, no. Yes, I think there's 3 of them. I don't know. I could be wrong. It could be just 2, but I'm pretty positive it's 3 of them. Or no, it's just 2 really long ones. So yeah, my husband got those free from a job he did. I keep lots of things that the boys give me, stuff that they've made me. Like Tristan makes me all kinds of stuff for Christmas, Mother's Day. Killian draws me things. I put it on here. Cards they've given me, cards from other people. All that kind of stuff they've painted. That's what I keep up there. I just have a couple of little art things everywhere. As you can see, like, it's not perfect. I have like change and a pencil and random nail polish and a contact case. Like, it's never perfect. There's always little things laying around, and I don't care. It's okay. Up here, so all up here, and I even have some left over on the shelf down here. These are chapter books that my kiddos read. We do read alouds, and these are chapter books for that purpose. Tristan has some chapter books of his own in his room, but these are ones that we want to do read alouds with, or maybe he's not quite old enough to read yet, so I keep them in here. These are just Bibles and Bible study books. This cabinet my hubby made for me, and I asked him to make me some washi storage because I just wasn't happy with what I was finding out there and what I was using. It just wasn't my favorite. So I asked him to make this for me. So he did make this one, and then he made me this one as well. I think he might have made this one first. As you can see, he drilled some holes into it because it was hanging, but I chose to not hang it. I chose to just set it up here in this room because it's a lot bigger of a space. So this is all of my washi. I do keep some favorite washi in a drawer. You'll see that in a minute. And honestly, I keep the leftovers that won't fit anywhere in this bucket. So he could probably build me another one and I could close to fill it up. But yeah, there's just, it's never ending. And I still feel like I could probably buy more because I just love washi that way. I do use it quite a bit though, so it doesn't go to waste. Up here, so on these, this is why I put this back here in the background, because I wanted to be able to hang things on it. So I just have a tassel that I made for a junk journal that I never used. You guys have seen me use these if you watch my Plan With Me's over on my other channel. I use them for stickers, like sticker books, all the different kinds of like Paper Studio sticker books, Happy Planner sticker books, all the sticker books that I use for different planners. I just put them on rings, and that's kind of how I organize them. And then I write what they are on the sides, and that's just how I do it. It's much easier than keeping a whole bunch of books, and it helps me flip through them easier when I am planning, and then I can just pull the stack and continue on. That way, if I use up any of the pages too, I can just take those off and don't have to worry about them. Okay, so that's that. Now we'll go over here to these shelves. There, like I showed you, that washi bucket here. Over here is just this bin, and I have a bunch of sticker books that are just a little bit different than sticker books that I would store on those rings up there, like Amy Tangerine, just different ones like that. And then like some chipboard sticker storage as well for different kind of journals and things, and I just keep that in that bin. It's a whole bin of them. And then down here below, these are my planners from previous years that I wanted to keep, that I still flip through. It's also like extra binders that I have, extra Target dollar spot binders that I now use for sticker storage and things like that. And then I also have some extra personal planner covers, and I have some 6x6 paper pads. I used to have a whole huge heap of these, and I got rid of a ton of them because I just don't use them very much, and I gave them away to someone who could. So there's that. And then on this shelf, we'll just come right over here. So this has more of those kind of chipboard stickers, but they're bigger ones that won't fit in that bin. So these are just larger ones. There's also like tons of like huge doilies, like things that are bigger that I can't really fit in the bins, go in this flat storage here. And then these are all of my paper pads. Now on my paper pads, I just write what they are on the sides, and that way I'll know what they are. So I have these on this shelf, and then I have these on this shelf as well. And then I just have some little, knickknacks and things. This basket is actually empty, and inside of this bin is just stuff from a previous project that I need to put away. So it will go over here in this. Now, some of the drawers are missing, and you're going to see why in a minute, because I'm working on a couple of projects that are themed out in the drawers that are there. But these are all themed out. So this is like bohemian and beach themed. So if I'm doing like a mermaid journal or a gypsy journal, things like that, has like bohemian stuff in there as well. And that's the way I do it. This one's travel. You can see like some of the states and things in there. This one is like more like whimsical themed. This one's like vintage farmhouse themed. This one is, this one's French Parisian theme. So they all have themes, and this one's almost an extra one right here, but this is kid-friendly themed. This one's kid themed. I think this one's kid and baby themed as well. And this one is all my clear stamps. And then this one's, it looks like some more clear stamps. I don't even know why those are in there. Those need to go on the bottom. But it's just themed out. Like these are all like these little sticky dots and things like that I use. There's some like, some of these little foam dots that, give it a three-dimensional look on some of your embellishments. There's like a bunch of labels in here. So they're all themed out depending on what the heck it is. These are like napkins and sticky notes and stuff like that. Like all of these are all themed out. And that's how I do it. This is pretty much anything that I'm going to use for embellishments for junk journals. So I know that when I'm doing a project, I'm going to pick the theme of that journal, and then I'm going to come over here and I'm going to get the coordinating drawer that goes with it that will work with that theme. And that's kind of how I do it. So I start over here. If we turn, we have this guy. So this is just one of those letter organizers for like mail in an office. Like if you're in an office and you receive mail from there, this is what it is. So it would normally be turned sideways, and then you would load it in the top. But I turned it, well, it would be turned right side up. I turned it sideways. This is for like vintage books that I use, vintage book covers, like any books that I've ripped apart that I use for pages to coffee dye them, things like that. Someone gifted me an old Bible of theirs that they wanted me to incorporate. I haven't used it yet because I'm terrified. And also other pages that I have torn out or sewn, like a bunch of them are already sewn up. And maybe sometimes I just stop the project mid-project. There's a couple of those. Other times I just think that I need a whole lot more paper than I really need, or maybe I've cut it down to use for a project and I just never got started on it. So these are all pages that have already been cut down that I can pull from any project. I actually pulled a bunch of them. As you can see, this one is empty. I pulled a bunch of them for this project that I'm working on now. So it's that, and then in here I also have some just odd shaped paper pads that don't really fit with the 12 by 12s, and that's what I got going on here. That is, Tristan painted that for me one year for Mother's Day. I think he was like 4, and so I have that up there. And there's fabric strips over here. I have like even some little jewelry and stuff like that, because honestly, this is my domain. Like, I would rather put this in here than my room. This is just a basket that I have. If I'm working on a project and I have like a bunch of different embellishments, I'll pull this and just stick them all in here. But right now I just have kind of odds and ends and junk in here. This is like a junk drawer for the craft room right now. But this is a handmade basket. Someone made this for me, and it was a gift, I think it was a wedding gift for my first wedding, I think. I'm not really sure, to be honest. And then this is just paint. I have paints up here that I don't want my kids to be able to reach, because they will go through the drawers and they will get into the paint and it'll be all over the floor. This is a huge filing cabinet. I actually really want to do this with sticky vinyl and do a really pretty pattern on it. I just haven't done it yet. I really want to do that. I might even do it this week, but anyways, you have to close the other drawers for one to open. But this is just extra stuff that I have that doesn't really have a home, stuff that I wouldn't use as much, but it's specifically themed. So I have like all of these little strips here. Then these are just big alpha. Some of them are chipboard, some of them are just, bubbled and raised. I have seasonal. There's some more seasonal or like super kid friendly that are like super kiddish stickers. And then this is all of my like big scraps that I have left over after journals. So I have a bunch of those, just like scraps that I haven't used, and I can pull from them for each project. So there's a bunch of different cut down scraps, things like that. That's what these are. And then over here are very large journaling cards, and then small journaling cards that I have to pull for projects as well. I keep those in there. And then in this drawer, I have lots of fabric. This is big fabric. So my sister was cleaning out her closet, and I was like, anything you have that you just don't want, give to me. So she gave me like her old scrubs from, she worked as a as an orthodontic assistant. She gave me all her old scrubs. She gave me like pajama pants that she never even wore, like stuff like that was just worn. I use all of that. So I just wash it. I cut it up. I use the fabric for tassels. I'll use it to cover books. I'll use it for pockets. I'll use it for anything. Fabric is fabric, and I won't let it go to waste. So she was just going to throw it in the trash. I was like, no, I can use it. So I got it. And then any other like a big fabric, I used this on a project for my friend that I made. And then I have like some big superhero fabric. Anything that's like huge fabric that just doesn't fit very well goes in here. Then I have a bucket of some extra like sticker albums, and then this is just like odds and ends. It's like hardware and things for some shelves that I haven't put up. And then this one is it's a baby themed journal that I started, and when I had a couple of miscarriages, it was really hard for me to keep going on it, so I just put it on pause and put it in this drawer. But this is all my Christmas stuff. So this is all seasonal stuff. I think I have some Halloween stuff in there as well in that box. And it's just Halloween and Christmas. So that's what's in this drawer. Okay, so if we head on over here, I don't keep anything for my craft room in my closet, really. I have a couple of things for projects that I'm working on up there that I didn't finish. I started those and didn't finish them, so there's 2 different projects there. And then I have some boxes that I use for journal covers sometimes. And then I just have my sewing machine cover that I don't use. I have some lids for bins I'm using that I don't have the lids. and then just some miscellaneous things. But this is where I keep my kiddos' clothes that they've grown out of. So these are all baby clothes that Jensen has grown out of. So if we decide we're for sure not having any more, we're on the fence. We kind of don't know if we want to have another one. We kind of think we're done, and then we go back and forth and back and forth. And we actually thought we were done. I started selling the clothes. Like, I've sold all the newborn clothes. I started selling the clothes, and then we thought we wanted another one. So I'm not going to sell them until we've made up our mind. So these are all the clothes that he's grown out of. That box is full of them as well. And then this was one of those clear carpet protectors that you use so your chair will roll back and forth. But it was just driving me insane, and it wasn't big enough. Like, if I had two of them side by side, it would be perfect, but it wasn't big enough to fully take up the space that I needed. And so my chair kept catching on it, and it was a nightmare. So I just stored it in here for now. If I get another one, I got this for free. Joshua got it from a job. He can probably run across another one and grab it for me. That's a whole buttload of brown paper. My husband got me like a whole ream of it. You guys have no idea. I'm going to show you the other brown paper that I've already processed, but this is the huge thing of brown paper I still have. And then that's a box of school books for homeschooling that they have not yet reached. So they haven't gotten to those levels yet. So that's in there. This box is for a journal cover. And yes, it's going to take that whole big old thing. And then this pile right here is a journal that I am in the middle of working on, and I will continue after I have finished the ones that are on my desk. So I wanted to keep all of this out because this is stuff that I have pulled from all of my craft areas for this specific theme. Didn't want to put them away, so I just left them here. So I just have some cutesy stuff there. There's me and Tristan kissing me when he was a little baby. There's my hubby when he was just a little thing. Oh my goodness. And then I have just some pictures the kids have drawn. Tristan made me a hot air balloon. Have lots of that fabric again. I like to hang my fabrics this way so that I can see what I have. And then that's my die cutting machine. So in this first one, I have these sets of filing cabinets. My husband got these for free. I can't remember where an office was closing. He was moving them. They were throwing them away. And I was like, I opened his truck and I saw them and I was like, please, can I have these? And he was like, ugh, I guess. And so here we are. So this, I just keep some, this is just some leather. So it's just a big old ribbon of leather. I'm actually going to be using this on one of my junk journals, this one right here, this brown leather. But it's just that, and then this is just a punch I don't use very often, and some tissue paper. I think I have like some covers that I have under here. Just things like that. And then this right here is where I keep all of our homeschool stuff. So this is like our homeschool stuff we've done for the year, and it's like sheets of that they've worked on and things like that. Keep them for record keeping. Over here, these are just some big paper and paper pad that I'm still pulling from a project I'm working on. And as you can see, there's one of the missing drawers right there. There's one right there. And then I have a couple over here. That's where the missing drawers are. These are just themed out for ones that I'm working on right now. So I have those. And then in here is just some more cutters, and then a punch, a hole puncher. And then in here this is the already processed brown paper. So it's this heavy, wonderful, absolute, phenomenal brown paper that my husband got for me. Can we say thank you, hubby? Like, oh my heavens. And this is the old packing paper they used to use. So he got me a bunch of it too. So I have that paper, and then the brown paper is super thick, and I absolutely love it. This is small ribbon and twine. These are my stencils. This is some more of fabric. It's just like little scraps of fabric that I still have, like ones that are too small to hang, but I'm still pulling from them and using them. And then in this drawer, I have bigger fabric. So in that big filing cabinet is the huge fabric. This is the smaller fabric, and then hanging up is the strands of fabric. So you see, like, this is bigger, but it's not quite huge to go in that other drawer. So that's that. I like using fabrics in my journals. This is my extremely loved on and messed up cutting mat. And then this is a blingy container of blingy stuff. This is my cutting tool, my slicer that I use all the time. This is a kid's dictionary I'm pulling from right now with the project I'm working on. There's my glue gun. This is, hold on, I have to close one drawer to open another. So let me see. Okay, this is inks, things like that. I desperately need to buy some more inks. Like, I need it so bad. I have used up so many of my inks. I have used down to the last drop, and I need some more. I desperately need some more. There's some staplers and stuff in there, glue sticks, things like that. And then this is all the plant kind of stuff. So I have moss in here, Spanish moss, regular moss. And these are the fabrics that I pulled for this specific journal that I'm working on. I'm going to use them in tassels and for some ties to tie up the journals. So that's that. Back here hiding, and you can see like every square inch of this room is used, I promise. So that over there is a container. It's a bin of scraps. So that is just scraps that I pull from. This container has junk mail envelopes that I pull from and paper bag envelopes that I pull from. And then over here is just some computer paper and some laminating paper. There's encyclopedias and smash books and some kids books and some adult coloring books that I pull from for journals. And then that's an actual empty bin right there. So I think I already know something that's about to go into it, but it is empty for right this second. There's just some more lids of things that are in drawers, and that basket's actually empty. And then I have these organizational things that are hung up the wall. That's just a heating tool. That's actually my spanking spoon. Yeah, do you think my kids get spankings? I mean, they do, but not nearly enough as they probably deserve. And then here is my printer, and here is some more fabric. And then this leads us to this desk area. So it's loved on. It's got a lot of glue on it. It's got some stuff all over it. That's good. That means we're making stuff, right? So I have all the stuff that I'm working on. So I have these baskets. It has like pens, markers, scissors, a hole punch, all of that. I have coffee dyed paper that's waiting on me. And this is like fabrics, little things, embellishments, tiny little pieces that I have in this basket that's all pulled, ready to go. Same as this drawer. It has like flowers and leaves and stuff like that in it. That's the big old mama that I'm working on right now. Yes, ma'am. It sure is. And she's going to be a beauty. She sure is. In here, I just keep some of my favorite clear stamps, glue sticks, and there's like buttons in there. These are for like tags and things like that. And then I have this organizational system as well. It has all my extra sewing thread, batteries, glue sticks, safety pins, an owl, like staples, all that kind of cool stuff in there. And that's what I keep in that one. Y'all, he just scared me to death. I did not know he was behind me. I thought the door was locked, and he just comes in here singing Bruno. That just scared me to death. Okay, same as this. I have papers that I'm pulling from for this journal. I have like journaling cards, things I've already sewn together, things I've already made, sewn up, stickers, all that kind of stuff, all ready to go. Like, that's what these bins are. It's stuff that I just pull from for the journals. And then up here, there are cabinets. There are these glass cabinets. And in these two cabinets, I have mini binders that I keep stickers in. These are just there's like kid stickers, vintage stickers, animals, florals. I have them labeled based on what they are. So that's some that I use. These are journal stickers, so that's the difference. They're not planner stickers, they're journal stickers. And then here is all my thin washies that I have, and then there's some foam stickers, some letters, things like that. This picture actually goes in the front of this, but I don't know why it's moved, but that's where it goes. But there's those. This box is it says funny things my kids say, and then it has like cards that I take out and write things that the kids say so that I don't forget them, and I put them in this box. These are all my beads and little embellishments and things, buttons, stuff like that, charms. That's what I keep in these guys, and I just keep them up here. And then up at the top are more books, but these are more like my books. There's some like Little House on the Prairie ones that we do for read alouds and things like that, homeschooling for dummies. There's some history books up there, Harry Potter ones, but some of those are mine and some of those are for the kids as well. And then lastly, I have this desk. So this is like my planner related desk. This is where I film. It also has my sewing machine on it because I put it here on this corner and it was just not working out. I couldn't put anything in that corner because the pages were going over there. It was just a mess. So I put it over here. My computer monitor. This is just little cups that I keep pins and scissors and things in. Some of my planners because I'm filming a memory spread I still haven't finished. These are all my planners. You saw my planner stack. You know how ridiculous it is. That's what I keep there. These are like little half boxes and things that I pull for a couple of different planners. I like to have them handy. It's just an easy way to organize them. And then here's some of my sticker storage. So this bin right here, this is a basket of things that I need to put away. It's just scraps from different planner spreads that I've done that I need to put all of these stickers away. It's a bunch of scripts, a bunch of stuff like that. I just need to put them up and I haven't yet. These I have all labeled. These are just ones that are quick grabs, functional stickers that I use for planners. And so I have them all labeled and ready to go. Okay, let's go through the drawers, shall we? So this is my inks. And I find that when I'm sitting here, and there's like ink daubers right there, but when I'm sitting here and I'm working on my journal and then I turn, I can pull this out and have all my inks ready to go. So I have some of those under the desk that I need to pick up, but it just has some stuff like that in there. And then this drawer here has my string that I use to sew the journals together. This is a bunch of different scraps of, and as you can see, I busted it, but it has like some different scraps of paper that just doesn't fold well anymore. It has some doilies, some tissue paper, things like that. This is just planner paper clips. This is flashcards. These are actually like really cool. Look at them. They're so cool. It's like this weird Dutch card game that my mom had at her house randomly. I don't even know where she got it. And she doesn't even know what it is. She didn't even know what that was. So if you know what this game is, then you'll have to tell me below. But it's pretty cool. And I use it for journals. So there's that. And then this drawer is planner stickers. So this is my spring and summer planner kits, Christmas kits, foil, fall kits, pull ahead. So this is what I pull ahead for my planner so I know what kits I'm going to be doing in the near future. These are anytime kits. And then these here, and Laura was playing in here earlier, but these are like seasonal holiday kind of stickers that I have. This is, I have them labeled, but you can't see the labels. This is like summertime deco stickers. So these are like bigger deco quotes, things like that. And this comes all the way out. Well, it would if the cord wasn't in the way. See? So it has plenty of room to come all the way out. It's really nice. And then in the middle, I have these that were gifted to me from my friend Bridget. Holy crap, I love it. All of these pull apart foil. That's where I keep those. I keep some whiteout handy, some washi cutters, which if you watch my planner videos, you know I can never find the washi cutters. And then lastly, over on this side, this is just the washi that I use most often. So I have it handy to pull from. And these are really cool. These are from my hubby's work, and he always leaves them in his pockets, and I steal them for junk journals because they're really awesome and I love them. I should probably put them over there in that drawer since it's closer to my junk journal stuff. This is magnet tape. Just some random things, lighters, some nail clippers, because I always clip my boys' nails when they're like coming in here bothering me. I'm like, you need your nails clipped, and I always have them handy in all kinds of rooms so that I can grab them and clip their nails. There's some more Tombow. There's my laminator. This is just some planner stuff for dashboards and things like that. Some sticky notes and a happy planner pad that my friend Tanya gave me, and I just got it today. Here's some sticker books for my kids' memory planner that I have. And then these are leftover stickers that I pull for my dailies. So I can do my daily with journaling planner. That's what I use, and I just have them all like themed out for different seasons or anytime or whatever. There's some more over there that I have to sort out. These are just different functionals, different decorative little pieces that I have in here. They have tabs too, but you can't tell. So it's just different kinds of deco. This is all my like numbers and things. These are my glitter headers. This doesn't go here. This goes in here. These are like my labels, functionals, things like that. These are some full box checklists that I have left over. And I just have those all in here in case my kit doesn't come with them and I need to pull some. This is just some more deco. And then this is like, you know, just functional stickers that are like stars and bullet points and things like that in case you need those. And then it's just regular functional stickers, like truly functional ones. And then this is some more deco of different kinds. So that is what I keep in there. So that is my craft room, you guys. That's the whole thing. Honestly, this was purchased for me for my birthday. Joshua got it from Hobby Lobby for me. And he made me these Washi shelves, and he also made me that bookshelf right there. Other than that, every piece of furniture was entirely for free. So this basket was free, this was free, this was free, all of those filing cabinets were free, that unit was free, this was free, the chair was free, both of these bookcases were free. So I've just slowly accumulated things for free from his different jobs and things. That's why it's cool to have a contractor mover as your husband, because you would be surprised at the random things that he gets that people just are getting rid of and throwing in the trash. And he's like, do you want this? And I'm like, yes. So eventually I could paint it, but I really don't mind it. The dark wood doesn't bother me just because it's plain and I have so much going on in here as it is. And I like that there's so much going on. Every time Joshua walks in here, he's like, there's too much. I can't be in here. Like, I'm suffocating. I cannot be in this room. But I love it and I think it's great. I'm sure I will add more personality and flair to it as the days go by. And yeah. So thank you guys so much for watching. I truly appreciate you guys and I hope you enjoyed and got some ideas from this. Let me know if you did in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.